can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Mitzi. Mitzi puts it in.
Beat gets it. Looking to go up on Joy, and it's good off the glass.
Morgan, Sammy Ashton all alone for the quick lay-in.
Buster with the deep two, and it's good. Connell has the ball at bounce, passes it into Grieco for three, and that's 1,000 points. Goal.
Hello and welcome to high school girls basketball. Tonight we have the Haddam Killingworth Cougars versus the Coginchaug Blue Devils. I am Connor Shute.
And I'm Victoria DeLuca.
And we are shaping up for quite a game. These are some evenly matched teams tonight, so we're going to see. Right after, they're just coming off of a JV game where it was actually went into overtime.
Yes, it was a very close game, yeah.
So that was very close. Maybe we'll see the same closeness for varsity.
There's a lot of back and forth going on, so it's going to be interesting to watch.
We're just 50 seconds away from the start of the game. Now let's hear the starting lineups.
Welcome to Haddam High School for tonight's girls basketball game between the Coginchaug Blue Devils and your Killingworth Cougars. We ask that you please respect all decisions made by contest officials and school supervisors. Refrain from taunting, booing, heckling, and use of inappropriate language, and that you respect athletes, coaches, staff, and other fans. Noisemakers and confetti are not allowed at shoreline contests. Spectators are asked to stay off the court before and after games and at halftime. Here are tonight's starting lineups. The Coginchaug Devils. At guard, number 3, senior Lindsay Marino. At guard, number 22, senior Jessica King.
Lindsay Marino,
At guard, number
Coginchaug.
23,
Jessica King,
Carrie
Carrie
Tursek.
Tursek,
Junior Molly Shields.
Molly Shields,
13, sophomore Jessica Barons.
and Jessica Behrens.
They're coached by Chris Watson and assisted by Michaela Weisbold and Morgan King. And for your Haddam Killingworth Cougars. At guard, number 14, junior captain Anna Biondi.
For HK, we have Anna Biondi,
At guard, number 10, junior captain Belle Carini.
Belle Carini,
At guard, number 24, sophomore Ella McGlynn.
Ella McGlynn,
At guard, number 33, sophomore Tessa Wills.
Tessa Wills,
And at guard, number 20, freshman Jess Timothy.
and Jess Timothy.
The Cougars are coached by Scott Medeiros and assisted by Ann Dyer. Please stand in your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
seconds away from the start of this game. As you heard from the starting lineups of both teams, looks like there's going to be a lot of non-seniors actually as starters for both teams. From Coginchaug, there's only 2 seniors on the starting lineup.
For HK, there are no seniors on the starting lineup, but there's only 1 senior on the team, and that is Emily Thompson.
For the tip-off, we're looking at, for Coginchaug, number 13, Jessica Behrens.
And for HK, we're looking at Ella McGlynn.
Coginchaug wins the tip-off.
It's recovered by HK's Carini. She shoots, and it's good.
Coginchaug has the ball, number 22, Jessica King. Passes to Harrington. To Behrens. To Shields, who puts it up for 2 points.
Right, HK has the ball. Oh, Wills passes to McGlynn. McGlynn to Biondi. And it's out of bounds.
And that out of bounds will be on Coginchaug, number 22, King.
Biondi shoots it for a 2-pointer, and it is no good.
Reno has the ball, passes to Harrington. King, who takes a shot from the 3 and is good. Scores 2-5, Coginchaug.
Carini passes to Timothy. Timothy passes, and it's out of bounds.
Ooh, that was a rough pass there, Victoria.
Yeah.
Just right over everyone's heads and right out of bounds.
Yep.
Doesn't look like anyone had a chance of catching it.
No, it was way over their heads.
Well, we turned over to Coginchaug, number 23, Harrington. Passes into King. King to Behrens. Rebounds to Ella McGlynn.
And Ella McGlynn recovers the ball. It's now to Biondi. Biondi goes in for the 2-pointer, and it is good.
Quite a drive by Biondi. Faced almost no resistance. Reno has the ball, passes to Harrington. To Behrens, to Shields, who puts it up for another 2 points.
Alrighty, Carini has the ball, passes to McGlynn. McGlynn passes to Timothy. Timothy throws, and it's no good.
Harrington has the ball. Passes to King, who rebounds it to HK.
All right. And Biondi goes up. Oh, it's no good.
And that is the first foul. It will be on Coginchaug's player 23, Harrington. And 2 shots will go to Anna Biondi of HK.
Biondi makes the first shot, and it's good. Biondi shoots the second, and it's also good.
Harrington has the ball. It's to Marino to King. Harrington goes for the drive. Passes to Behrens, who puts it up for 2 more points. Scores 6-9.
Alrighty, Timothy has the ball, passes to Biondi. Right, Biondi passes to McGlynn. McGlynn passes back to Biondi. Right. Biondi to Timothy, and it's out of bounds. And that will be against Coginchaug. So it is HK's ball. All right, McGlynn has the ball, goes up for the two-pointer. And it's good.
That was quite a little bounce before it went in there, but interestingly enough, it did.
I know, that was good. That was interesting.
And we're already at a first timeout, which is really soon with 4 minutes and 48 seconds left of the first quarter.
Yes, and the score is very close. It's 8-9 Coginchaug so far.
Yeah, the score is very close, but the score is also very high for something so soon. Yes. There hasn't been, for either team, much defense. It's just been a lot of, shooting points. There's so many points have gone up so quickly.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see that.
And it will be passed in by 23, Olivia Harrington of Coginchaug, to 22, Jessica King. Ooh, and that was Harrington with a shot from the 3, and it's good.
All right, number 10, Belle Carini throws it into Ella McGlynn. McGlynn passes to Wills. Wills to Timothy. Oh, and it's out of bounds. And it will be Coginchaug's ball.
It's a shame for Ella McGlynn that that point did not count.
No.
Instead, the ball is just going right over to Coginchaug. Number 22, King, passes to Marino. King drives into the paint, puts it up, and that's another 2 points for Coginchaug.
Carini throws in the ball to Timothy. Timothy passes to Biondi. Biondi goes up for the two-pointer, and it's good.
King of Coginchaug has the ball. Passes to Marino. Ooh, Marino to Harrington. Harrington goes for the shot, rebounds. Then Behrens puts it up.
Carini throws in the ball to Biondi. Biondi passes to McGlynn. McGlynn to Carini. Carini goes up. Oh, it's no good. It's rebounded by McGlynn, and it's good for a two-pointer.
King has the ball, goes to Marino. Barron's right in the center. King goes for the drive. Rebounds to, believed to be Bella Queen of HK, but it does go out of bounds, which will be actually on Coginchaug, in fact, so Bella Queen will have the ball.
It is HK's ball. And Carini throws it into Biondi. Biondi shoots, and it's no good, and it's out. Oh, it was saved by McGlynn. Carini's up for the 3, and it's good. Oh, it's a two-pointer. It's a very high-scoring game.
Definitely, like we said before, and we're going to keep watching that scoreboard as we keep going. Number 13, Barons puts it up, but it is no good. Rebounds to HK.
Biondi's making her way down the court. Oh, she passes to McGlynn. McGlynn to Carini. And Carini shoots, and it's good. The score is now tied 16-16.
Almost good.
That was recovered by number 20 on the HK team.
substitutions made for Coginchaug, sending in 15 and 4 Grenier and Carey. Pass goes out of bounds. Will be turned over to 23, Tursek of Coginchaug. Passes to King. Carry to King. The Barons. King tries to take the shot, but trips.
And that is a foul against HK. It was number 24, Ella McGlynn.
King does not make the first. And she makes the second.
Creaney throws into Biondi. Biondi makes her way down the court. Oh, she passes to Creaney. Creaney passes to Wills.
Ball rebounded by 23, Tursek. Passes to King. Ooh, King loses it to a foot that just kicks the ball and rolls out of bounds.
And it is Coginchaug's ball.
King takes a shot from the three. It's no good. Rebounds to Ella McGlynn.
All right, McGlynn passes to Wills. Wills to Biondi. Biondi to Creaney. Creaney passes to Wills on the outside, and it is knocked out of bounds by Coginchaug.
Number 15, Grenier just straight smacked that ball right out of bounds.
Yeah. And there are 14 seconds left.
There's the whistle. That will be a foul on Grenier, allowing HK to take 2 foul shots.
Yep. Tessa Wills is up for the foul shot. She shoots for the first one, and it's good. Will's second throw is also good, bringing the score to 18-17 HK.
King has the ball. Tertier. And Barron puts it up, but it falls out and does not go through before the end of the first quarter.
Yes.
And a very high score we're seeing so far.
Yes, it is a very high score, surprisingly. It has been tough. You do see them fighting for it because clearly both teams want to win this game.
Yeah, definitely. And there isn't really too many fouls right now, especially as well. That could be definitely a part of, we can infer from that not much defense is going on. It's a lot of these shots that they're taking, they are just making them.
Yep, it's practically like they don't want to foul, like they want the time to get the point.
Yes, especially. And fouls are big losses for the teams. You know, if you can block a shot and if you would rather have them not block a shot, there's the chance of them missing because of other reasons. But if you block the shot while committing a foul, then they have 2, clean shots to get those points.
Yes, exactly.
There's the first buzzer, so looking at only a little bit left time here.
and this is the start of the second quarter. And it is HK's ball, and Carini throws it in to Biondi, and Biondi passes to McGlynn. And McGlynn to Timothy, and Timothy throws, and it is no good, and it's now Coginchaug's ball.
We bounce to Tursak. Passes to Brenier, to King. Ooh, incomplete pass to Barron, gets taken by HK.
It was taken, and Wills throws it to Biondi. Biondi makes her way down the court. She throws it to Carini, and Carini drives, and she throws it, and it's no good. And it is recovered by Carini again. Oh, she throws it, and it's no good.
It's now Coginchaug ball. Tercier with the ball. This is to Brenier. Brenier will have 2 shots.
And there was a foul against HK player number 20, Jessica Timothy.
The second is no good. But they rebound, and they are able to make another shot.
Biondi makes her way down the court. All right. She passes it
just
to
about out of bounds.
Sosnowski, and she didn't get it. Oh, and it's recovered by Ella McGlynn. And Carini passes to Biondi. Biondi back to Carini. Carini's putting up a fight. Oh, and she loses the ball to Coginchaug.
Loses the ball to number 4 carry of Coginchaug. Passes to Grenier. Grenier passes to Tursak, who takes a shot from the 3, and it is good. Giving Coginchaug a 4-point lead. Tursak puts it up again from the 3, and has another good one. 7-point lead for Coginchaug.
Biondi passes to McGlynn. McGlynn to Sosnowski. Sosnowski to McGlynn. McGlynn throws it. It's no good. Coginchaug recovers the ball.
Stolen by Coginchaug. Number 22 is about to put it up. It's no good. But King will instead get 2 foul shots for a push.
Against
Foul.
number 14 from HK, Anna Biondi.
Makes the first.
HK takes number 14, Anna Biondi out, and 20, Jessica Timothy in, and puts in Tessa Wills.
It makes the second.
And
That
number
was a
31,
massive gap that Coginchaug has made in the last minute or so of the game.
Yep, they're at a 9-point lead right now.
Versus being down 1 point like a minute and a half ago.
Yep, that's a lot of points that was just scored. And we're not even 3 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, is HK slipping? We don't know. Ball goes out of bounds though. Ooh, and the ball will be turned over.
Yep, it'll be turned over to HK. And Creaney makes her way down the court. She drives in, shoots, and it is no good, but it is, it is not recovered. And
will be passed in by number 10, Bo Creaney.
Creaney throws it into Sosnowski. And she passes it back to Creaney. And Creaney drives in and shoots, and it is good for a two-pointer.
Scores 20-27. Tursack has the ball. Passes to King. King goes for a quick drive into the paint, takes a shot, but it just goes straight up. It'll be a foul on number 24.
From HK, Ella McGlynn.
King will get 2 shots. She makes the first. And he makes the second.
And Biondi throws it in, and it's back to Biondi. She makes her way down the court, and she passes it to Sosnowski. Sosnowski tries to drive, and it is taken by Coginchaug.
Stolen by number 23, Tursack. She passes to 14, DiMartino. Number 3's, oop, almost again. And that is 2 points for Coginchaug. There's a couple attempts, but Molly Shields was able to get another 2 points in a layup.
And Biondi throws it to Wills. Wills to Sosnowski. To McGlynn. McGlynn passes to Henry. Henry shoots, and it is no good. Oh, and it is stolen by Coginchaug once again.
Here's King, passes to DiMartino. Ooh, yikes. She goes for the layup, but the ball does not go high enough, and she just falls on her front and slides off the court.
That looked very painful.
But she will continue to play and instead get a foul shot. 2 foul shots.
And that is against number 4 from HK, Leah Sosnowski.
Makes the first. And that one is good as well. Coginchaug has a 13-point lead.
Yep, and there's 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Alrighty, Creaney has the ball. She's looking for an opening. She passes to McGlynn. McGlynn shoots, and it's good, bringing HK to a 22.
King has the ball. This is DiMartino. To Shields. Shields goes to the layup, but it's no good. Loses the ball to an HK rebound, but then there's a tussle over it. Gave it to Carey, number 4, who manages to get the point. There's also a timeout, so a lot just happened in those last few seconds, but that adds up to another 2 points for Coginchaug.
Yep, and there is again a 13-point lead. Not a lot of fouls once again.
Teams are taking some time to chat about what to do next. Also, another early time for a timeout.
Yes.
But it is also a game-changing point right before halftime. What we can see here in the halftime score really can depend on what we've seen so far and what the rest of the game projections can look like.
But you know what? Either team can come back at full force, so you never know what'll happen.
Oh, definitely. It can completely change in the second half. It's a half for a reason.
Yep. Alrighty. And Sosnowski traveled, so it's turned over to Coginchaug.
King has the ball. It's to Marino. To DiMartino. Ooh, loses the ball but dives for it. Gives it to Carey. Ooh, rolls.
And she almost loses it again.
Recovered by King. This is to DiMartino. To Carey. To Marino to King. This is just a lot of passes. To DiMartino. And they're dropping the ball just as often.
Yes.
All right, King takes a shot from the 3. Rebounds to Elma Glenn of HK. Oh, never mind. Taken by Marino of Coginchaug. To DiMartino, facing some heavy defense against Biondi.
Coginchaug is really holding on to this ball.
King takes another shot. It rebounds to number 30, Shields, who goes for another layup, and that one is good.
Alrighty, Carini throws in to Biondi, and Biondi makes her way down the court with another pass to Carini.
It's nice to see that chaos chain is over.
Yeah. It was very interesting. For about a minute or so, they just stayed on this side of the court. And Ella
Foul
McGlynn
on number 14.
Yep, and McGlynn will throw it in for HK. And nobody is there, and it's out of bounds. So now it will be turned over to Coginchaug.
King has the ball. This is DiMartino. Goes to the drive. Passes to Carey. To Marino. Puts it up. Rebounds to Shields, but it goes out of bounds. But it will still be a blue ball. Passed in by number 22, King. Carey to King. To DiMartino. To Marino. Marino takes a shot from inside the three-point line. Rebounds to HK.
Alrighty, Biondi has the ball and she's making her way down the court. She's looking for an opening. And she passes to Carini. Carini passes to Timothy, and Timothy throws it. It's no good. And it is turned over to Coginchaug.
We're looking at 43 seconds to the halftime. Carey has the ball. She drives. Oh, never mind. Passes back to Tursek. Tursek just got put back in the game. Carey drives into the paint, puts it in the basket. But will it count? It's HK's ball.
Carini makes the throw into Biondi, and Biondi makes her way down the court. She passes to Timothy, Timothy to McGlynn. McGlynn shoots, and it is good for a two-pointer. Closing the gap to a 13-point lead, Coginchaug.
There's also a foul against number 30, Molly Shields of Coginchaug, giving Ella McGlynn 2 shots.
McGlynn shoots, and it is no good, but it is rebounded by Timothy, and Timothy shoots, and it is no good.
Tursek has the ball. Passes to King, but there's 4 seconds left. She takes a shot. Will she make it? No, she does not. HK ball, but there's nothing they can do as it is the end of the first half.
And now we enter halftime. How do you think it's going so far, Connor?
It's going pretty interesting. Relatively high scores right now for what we're seeing for both teams. In the second quarter, though, Coginchaug has really pulled ahead from a 1-point difference to now a 13-point difference, which they've been maintaining for quite a little while.
Yes, they have. It's been going back and forth. But you can feel the intensity from both these teams. They have some fierce competition in them, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the second half.
And we'd like to take a look for our predictions. We'd like to take a look at our records for the team so far. HK is 3-13.
Yes, and for Cromwell, they lost 38-61. Morgan, they had another loss, 38-57. Valley Regional, they also had another loss for 41-54. And we are playing Coginchaug today, and the next two games to come up are North Brantford on February 7th and Old Lyme on February 11th.
HK looks to have a rough season so far. Let's hear from Coginchaug. Coginchaug is currently 9-7, a much better record than HK has had. They're coming off of a loss from Cromwell, 42-64, a win against Morgan, which HK lost against, a win against Southington, and then looking forward, they will be playing Valley Regional on the 7th and North Brantford on the 11th. So as we can tell, that it's not much surprising to see the score gap be this much in Coginchaug's favor.
No, it's not. At this point, all we can do is just see what happens in the second half.
Just see what happens in the second half. With that, we will get back to you at the end of halftime.
The HK girls basketball team has been continuously fighting. The season started with individual players, and they have now become closer and stronger by learning how each player fits into a role on the court. Ann Diver, assistant coach of the HK girls basketball team, believes that the Cougar Den has been helping her team be successful through the season.
So the Cougar Den has been super supportive at our home games specifically. They have their own little section, they bring signs, they have t-shirts, they make cheers, and it really helps to pump our girls up and change the momentum of games when we need it. So one of the most unique aspects of our team this year is that we're super young. We have 4 upperclassmen players total, and the rest of us are freshmen and sophomores. On a regular basis, we're starting at least 2, if not 3 sophomores, and sometimes even freshmen. So we have a lot of growth potential over the next 4 years, which is really exciting. But we also are taking our bruises as well because we are smaller and younger. But I think overall that's one of the most positive aspects of our team this year.
The head coach of HK girls basketball, Scott Medeiros, strives to make every play count.
I think for us, the biggest thing is our fundamentals. We make a lot of great plays, a lot of athletic plays. We do everything 99% right, and then there's that 1% that we mess up. So we might short arm a layup, or we might not finish all the way with a shot, or we go off the wrong leg for something different. And I think focusing on the little things, anybody can run a play. Anybody can hit a wide open shot, but once you focus on the little things, it sort of makes everything come together. I'm very optimistic. We have a lot of good athletes on the team, and I think the problem is right now is just trying to find that gel that everybody fits in and knows their part and everybody knows their role. And I think it takes some time. So a lot of younger players not playing in a varsity game, not being against that speed or that physicality. It takes some time to get used to. So right now with the team that only has 1 senior, it's a lot of leadership, a lot of stuff sits on her, and then a lot of younger players that sort of have to learn as they go, throughout the season.
Emily Thompson with the ball.
Being the only senior, Emily Thompson works hard to keep the spirit up and strives to improve the team.
Definitely to keep the spirit up on the team. There's like 3 different things we do. A lot of them happen on game day. So the first one we do psychs with our big sis, little sis that was pre-assigned. It really helps you grow closer to girls on the team. We wear spirit wear to school to let everyone know we have a game and to come out and support. And before the game, we like to go in the locker room, listen to music to hype ourselves up, and talk about the team we're playing.
HK! Who are we? HK! Who are we? HK! What are we gonna do?
Definitely have a lot of fun. I didn't play my freshman year, so this is only my 3rd year. I'm definitely not ready for it to be over, but we do have a lot of fun. Definitely memories after school, before games, just seeing each other in the hallway. We play game pigeon together. We have a lot of fun, and it's a great group of girls, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
The season is not yet over. There are still many opportunities to come out and support your HK girls basketball team. With videographer Ella McGlynn, I'm Jenna Griffith reporting to you from HKTV News.
And we are back to high school girls basketball. Tonight we have the Coginchaug Blue Devils versus the HK Cougars.
Alrighty, and just to recap for those of you who just joined us, Coginchaug is at a 13-point lead right now with leading 37-24.
And from looking at the scores from both teams, Coginchaug is doing much better this season than HK has.
Yes.
But HK definitely held their own in the first quarter until Coginchaug pulled away with a 13-point lead in that second quarter. Now we're looking at the second half, and we can only assume that it's either going to move further or get closer.
Yep.
But we don't know what's going to happen. Coginchaug and HK have both been keeping in some of the same players for a lot of it, but Coginchaug has been substituting a little bit more, while HK has been focusing more on their starters and keeping their starters playing for as much as possible.
Their starters are getting a lot of play time tonight. It's going to be interesting to see if they switch anybody out in the second quarter, maybe to give their starters a rest.
Yes, possibly. Maybe they just got all the rest they need, though, and they're coming to retake the court and get ready for the second half.
Alright, and we have 30 seconds until the second half starts.
The refs are pacing the court, getting ready. We believe that is going to be I'm going to take a guess and say that it's going to be a Coginchaug ball starting the second half. But we will find out soon enough.
Oh, 50-50 shots. Okay, all right.
Yes, of course. And that's the buzzer.
Alrighty, and it looks like it will be an HK ball.
An HK ball. Coginchaug is playing some slightly different players than before. A lot of their starting lineup.
Alrighty,
entirely their starting lineup again.
Yep. And HK just scored a 2-pointer.
That was really fast.
That did happen very fast. Oh.
Shields tries to make a shot from Coginchaug, but it's no good. She will get 2 foul shots.
Yes, and number 24 from HK made the foul.
First is no good. But she makes the second.
All right, and Carini makes the throw into Biondi. Biondi throws to Timothy. Timothy to Wills. Wills shoots, and it is no good. Timothy recovers it. She rebounds it, and it's good for a 2-pointer.
It's Coginchaug a ball. Number 3, Marino has the ball. This is to King. Marino to Duran. Oh, attempted pass to Shields. King. King goes for the drive. Loses the ball, recovers it again. Marino goes for the drive. Oh, blocked by Ella McGlynn. Shields tries for a layup, but is no good. HK ball.
Creaney makes her way down the court and throws it to Biondi. Biondi throws it back to Creaney. Creaney to Timothy. Timothy shoots, and it is no good.
Marino has the ball. Passes to 23, Tursek, and she gets it in for 2 points.
Biondi makes her way through the court and passes to Creaney. Creaney back to Biondi, and it is over her head and out of bounds.
It will be a Coginchaug ball. That's in by Marino. This is Tursek. Tursek takes a shot from the 3, no good. Rebounds to HK.
And it is stolen back by Coginchaug. Oh wait, oh, nope, it's a Coginchaug ball.
Back in Tursek's hands. She passes to Marino. Ooh, and an attempted pass is stolen by HK.
And it is stolen by HK, and Biondi makes her way down the court. She tries to drive. Oh. And she tries to throw it to Timothy, but it is out of bounds.
Falls past destination number 3, Marino. Marino to Tursek. Tursek takes a shot from the 3, no good. Rebounds to Marino. She passes it back to Tursek. To King, who drives into the paint, but it's no good. Stolen by HK.
Biondi is looking for an opening, and she shoots, and it is no good, but it is still in HK's possession. Creaney now tries to shoot, and it is still no good, and it's rebounded by McGlynn.
Tursek has the ball.
And right now we are at a 10-point gap, so they have closed the gap a little.
Tursek to Shields, back to Tursek. Tursek to Darrens. Ooh, tries to pass to Shields, but I believe she stepped out of bounds. Yeah, she stepped out of bounds. The ball will go to number 10, Bellatrini of HK. Substitution from Coginchaug. They put in number 15, Grenier.
And it is HK's ball. And Biondi drives, and she shoots, but it is no good. And it is now turned over to Coginchaug for a foul against number 20.
King has the ball. She drives in, passes it back out to Marino. It's Tursek. Tursek passes to King. King gets blocked by Ella McGlynn.
And McGlynn passes to Creaney. Creaney to Biondi. And Biondi passes back to McGlynn. McGlynn to Creaney. And Creaney makes the shot, and it is good, bringing it up to 32-40.
Marino has the ball.
So very slowly, we are closing the gap between Coginchaug and HK.
But Shields takes a shot from right under the hoop and is good as well.
Biondi's looking for an opening, and she shoots to McGlynn. Oh, McGlynn still has possession of the ball.
McGlynn makes a shot, but it is in fact turned over to Marino of Coginchaug, meaning the shot will be no good. King has the ball. Oh, she was about to drive, but instead, ball's turned over.
HK now has possession of the ball, and Creaney throws it into Biondi. Right, and Biondi throws it back to Creaney. Creaney to McGlynn. McGlynn drives and shoots, and it is good.
King has the ball. Tursak to carry. Brenier to King, who tries to drive, puts it up, rebounds to Shields, passes it back out to Carey, takes a shot from the 3, rebounds to Elma Glenn.
McGlynn passes to Creaney. Creaney to Biondi. And Biondi passes back to Creaney. Creaney to Timothy. Timothy shoots and doesn't go in. But there is a foul against HK.
Foul was against number 22, Jessica King.
And Timothy misses her first shot. She still has one more to try. She shoots, and it is no good.
Carey has the ball. She's driving into an open court. Oh, but defense catches up, and she loses it out of bounds.
And it is still Coginchaug's ball.
Save 15 already.
King has the ball. And Tursak. Shields tries to go up, but it is a foul. 2 shots to Shields. Foul was against number 24.
Ella McGlynn.
Shields makes the first. And the second.
Biondi passes to Wills, and it is stolen by Coginchaug.
And that was number 23, Tursak, just stole the ball into an open hoop and put it in.
Alrighty. And Timothy tries to pass it to Wills, but it is again stolen by Coginchaug.
Bernier takes the ball, passes to King. King tries to put it up and bounces off the a time out. So this is another time for a timeout. Right now we're seeing HK with many more fouls than Coginchaug, which can definitely cue to some of their points that they've made.
Yes, and that last foul was against number 10, Belle Creaney.
So HK is definitely fouling a little bit more the second half. And maybe Coginchaug is just laying back on trying not to foul.
But overall, there hasn't been a lot of fouls or timeouts in this third quarter.
Yes, and that could, those fouls, lack of fouls from Coginchaug could also be why HK has been able to make a few more shots. Both teams are sending out the same 5 players. And 22 King will be taking 2 shots from the foul line. Makes the first. That does not make the second. Rebounds to Ellen McGlynn.
And Carini passes to Biondi. Biondi looks for an opening. And she passes to Wills, but she's not there in time, and Coginchaug steals the ball. Coginchaug shoots, and it is good for a 2-pointer. HK now has possession of the ball. Biondi tries to drive. She passes to Sosnowski. Sosnowski to Wills. Wills makes the shot, and it is no good.
Tursek puts it up, but it's no good. Tursek with the ball again, takes another shot, and makes it in, and it is clean. Scores 34-51. There's 15 seconds left in the third quarter.
Biondi tries to pass to Sosnowski, but it is knocked out of bounds by Coginchaug. HK still has possession of the ball. Carini throws it into Biondi. Biondi goes up, and it is no good. Coginchaug has the ball once again.
Rebounds to Vernier, takes a shot, but it is not good. It's back to Biondi, tries again. That is the end of the third quarter.
We are seeing a 17-point lead right now.
Yeah, quite a difference. We saw at the beginning of the half that HK was coming back a little bit with those points, but it just seemed to be stopped by Coginchaug. And with that could just be the lack of fouls that Coginchaug has been giving against HK players that has allowed them to be able to shoot a few more times. But now it's just has stopped. Coginchaug is going ahead.
Coginchaug is really holding their own in this game. It's like they're a force to be reckoned with. But HK is really trying, and they're pushing themselves because you can see how much they want this win.
And what we saw recently in that last couple of plays there was Anna Biondi had the ball twice, and she went for the layup, but neither of them went in.
No, they were both recovered by Coginchaug.
And when they were, taken by Coginchaug, intercepted again by HK, but it just seemed that Biondi was not able to, even she had the ball to be able to make those layups. So as we're looking in the last quarter here, there's a slight possibility of HK being able to make these points back. But from our prediction, my prediction is I can't be so sure.
And you see both coaches really trying to hype up these girls right now because they're trying and they want to make sure that they're doing the best they can do. And it looks like HK and Coginchaug are sending in the same 5 players.
King has the ball. Passes to Carey. Tursek. To King. Passes back out to Carey. Back out to King. To Tursek. To Bernier. To Shields, who goes for the layup, but it rebounds to HK.
Biondi has possession of the ball. And she throws it to Wills. Wills to McGlynn. And it gets knocked out of bounds. And HK does have possession of the basketball.
That was a foul against Coginchaug on number 15.
And Carini throws it into Biondi, and Biondi makes the shot.
King has the ball. Mr. Gurnier. Ooh, an attempted shot is rebounded by HK.
Right, Wills passes to Biondi. And Biondi to McGlynn. McGlynn to Carini. Carini looks for an opening and she throws it to Wills. Wills tries to shoot, but it is no good and blocked by Coginchaug.
There'll be 2 shots for HK. And that foul was against number 23, Tursek.
Wills makes the first shot and it is no good, but she does have a second attempt. And the second one is also no good.
Carey has the ball. Mr. Tursek. To Grenier, to Tursek, takes a shot. Rebounds to Carey. Tries again, shields, and stolen by Wills.
Biondi looks for an opening. She passes to Carini. Carini to McGlynn. McGlynn makes the shot, and it is no good, and it is rebounded by Coginchaug.
Tursek has the ball. Mr. Shields. Shields goes for a layup, but it's no good. Rebounded by McGlynn.
Right, Carini passes to Biondi. Biondi passes to McGlynn. McGlynn drives, and she tries to make the shot, and it is no good. Blocked by Coginchaug. And there is another foul against Coginchaug.
Against number 30, Shields.
McGlynn makes the first shot, and it is good. HK is now putting in number 11, Sophie Gramala, number 31, Jill Henry, and number 23, Carly Retberg. McGlynn makes a second shot, and it is no good.
Carries the ball. Ooh, passes to almost out of bounds. Carey has it again. Mr. Barons to Tursek. Shoots. Is no good.
You do see HK playing a very defensive game right now.
And they're trying to do it all in their best to keep Coginchaug from getting any more points, because then they have almost a chance of catching up.
I feel like we're seeing a lot more defense in this last quarter. And Biondi has the ball and makes an attempt to pass it to Carini, but it is blocked by Coginchaug and hit out of bounds. HK still has possession of the ball. Carini throws into McGlynn. McGlynn looks for an opening, and she passes it to Wills. Right. Wills drives and makes the shot, but it is no good, and it is also out of bounds.
HK subs in their JV team. Maybe that means that's them admitting defeat. Ooh, number 14 with the ball, DiMartino trips. And the ball will be actually, in fact, a white ball. Passed in by number 15, Grenier.
And there is a foul against HK player number 4.
Barons of Coginchaug is able to take 2 shots, but HK goes back on what they did earlier. It substitutes back in their varsity team. Same people who were in before. And Barons makes the second.
And Carini throws into Biondi. And Biondi to McGlynn. McGlynn drives, she makes a shot, and it is no good, and it is rebounded by Coginchaug. Oh, but stolen by HK.
It appears Ella McGlynn fell on number 14, DiMartino.
And it is still HK's possession.
Well, Carini will be throwing in for HK.
Carini throws into Timothy. Timothy back to Carini. And Carini makes a shot, but it is no good. But it is stolen by Coginchaug, whose coach has just called a timeout.
Very loud timeout called by Coginchaug. 4.5 minutes left of the game. There's quite a score difference here of 16 points. Doesn't look like much can be done there. That's quite a bit of a gap. Eight shots.
What I have noticed is that they are subbing in their JV players a lot, which is very interesting to me.
HK or Coginchaug?
HK.
Yeah, HK has done that, and the interesting thing that I saw was just that they took them right back out. I think by HK putting in their JV team, that's almost admitting defeat.
Yes. I do feel the same way about that.
I always wonder if the coach is saying, you know, is it worth trying? But Coginchaug's number 22, Jessica King, goes for a layup and makes the shot.
That happened very quickly.
She just went into an open court and put it in.
She had the opportunity. And Biondi has the ball, and it is knocked out of her hands by Coginchaug.
Coginchaug sends in number 14, DiMartino.
HK has possession of the ball, and Carini is making the throw-in. She made the throw-in, but they're having her redo it. And she threw it into Anna Biondi. Anna Biondi goes for the shot, but it is no good. And she tries to recover the ball. But they are putting up quite a fight.
Who's going to end up with the ball?
I believe Coginchaug did.
It is in Coginchaug, number 13, Barron's hands.
That was quite a fight, though. Okay, and HK puts in Tessa Wills and Ella McGlynn.
Such a fight that it was going to be a shooting foul against Barron, so she will get one foul shot and makes it in. She's going to take her second. As good as well.
There is now a 20-point gap between Coginchaug and HK. Biondi has possession of the ball. She's looking for an opening. She drives. She passes to Timothy. Timothy goes up for it, but it is blocked by Coginchaug.
Blocked by Barons. Passes to King. King goes for the layup, and it is good.
Carini makes the throw into Biondi. And Biondi throws it to McGlynn. McGlynn back to Biondi. Biondi tries to drive. throws it, but it is blocked again by Coginchaug. And it will be a shooting foul for HK. Biondi shoots, and the first one is good.
That foul was, in fact, against number 22, Jessica King of Coginchaug.
She goes for the second one, and the second one is no good, but it is rebounded by HK. McGlynn goes up for the two-pointer, and it is good.
King has the ball. That's just Tusek. Bernier to Barons. To Carey. To Grenier. To King. King is again with the ball at the center. Tusek goes for the drive, passes to Barons, puts it up. Rolls around, loses it, rebounds it. Goes to King again. She puts it up for another 2 points. Scores 40-61, 21-point lead for Coginchaug.
And Biondi has possession of the ball, looking for an opening, and she passes it to Creaney. Creaney passes it to McGlynn. And McGlynn tries to pass it back to Creaney, but it is stolen by Coginchaug. And it is knocked out of bounds by number 14 from HK.
Ball will be passed in by number 23, Tusek. That's to Darren's. Tusek passes it all the way across to King. King tries to put it up. Blocked. She will get foul shot. Foul was against number 14, Anna Biondi.
From HK.
And the first is good. Coginchaug puts in number 3 and number 10, Lindsay Marino, and Maura Zettergen. This is her first time on the court this game.
McGlynn rebounds the ball and passes it to Creaney. Creaney tries to drive and passes to Timothy. Timothy shoots, and it is no good. Coginchaug has rebounded the ball.
King has the ball. Standoff with Biondi. Passes to Marino. To Carey. Carey passes it just right out of bounds. Almost tried passing to the ref, but he didn't catch it.
Nope, he just watched it go by.
King has the ball. Passes to Carey. Carey drops it, is recovered by Anna Biondi.
And Biondi steals the ball and passes it to Wills. Wills goes up to make the shot, and it is good, bringing it back to a 20-point lead, Coginchaug.
There's a timeout.
I'm honestly surprised Coginchaug hasn't subbed in any JV players.
Well, Coginchaug is probably really wanting to keep securing that lead, and maybe the JV players are just tired or not there because they don't appear to be on the bench.
Oh, wow, they don't.
All the players that Coginchaug has, all except one, have played so far, and that one is number 21, McDermott. But now that they've put in number 10, that appears to everyone on Coginchaug has been on the court at some point. Coginchaug appears to have no fear of losing at this point.
No.
And HK calling the timeout, I want to know if they have a strategy, if they think that they can get 10 points in the next minute and a half.
You know what? You never know. It could happen.
Number 10, Zettergen is passing in for Coginchaug. This is 22 King. Ooh,
did his
King tries to pass.
blocked by HK.
Covered by Marino. Pass to Carey, but it is turned over to HK.
We are seeing some very quick and very powerful moves being made right now in this last minute and a half of the game.
And the clock is hot with a minute left. Biondi almost loses the ball out of bounds.
And she passes it to Creaney. Creaney passes it to McGlynn. McGlynn drives and tries to make it a shot, but it is no good.
But McGlynn was able to draw the foul, giving her 2 foul shots. That foul was against Coginchaug's player 13.
McGlynn goes up for the first shot, and it was no good, but she still has one more try. She goes up for the second, and it is good.
Ooh, number 3 Marino had the ball, but his trips on Biondi's ankles. Both girls appear to be okay, but it will in fact be a shooting foul for Marino. And the foul was against Biondi. That is her 4th foul of the game.
And right now we are seeing some pretty high numbers for fouls for both teams. And there is 58 seconds left in the game.
Marino makes the first shot. And the second.
Creaney throws it into Biondi. And Biondi is looking for that opening. And she sees it and she passes it to Timothy. And Timothy tries to pass it to McGlynn, but it is swatted out of her hands by Coginchaug.
Ooh, a pass is thrown out of bounds. The ball will be given, though, to Coginchaug, number 14, DiMartino. She passes to Carey. Carey drives into the paint, puts it up, but it's no good. This is number 13, back to Carey. DiMartino drives. Ooh, and a little bit of a toss around, but the ball is given to Biondi of HK.
And Biondi does not make the throw. Alrighty, and it is an HK ball.
It's going to be a jump ball.
Creaney throws it into McGlynn, and McGlynn makes the rebound.
She will also have foul shots. The score is 45-64 with 12 seconds left.
She will get 1 foul shot. And she does not make it. But it is out of bounds.
Clock stopped at 11.6.
And it is a Coginchaug ball.
The boys got a lot done in the left second. Yeah, like I said, it's really not as aggressive.
And Biondi almost had possession of the ball.
And that is the game. Coginchaug 64, HK 45, and the game with an equal amount of fouls. But that is about it. We're not looking at much from that last bit of action there, but it just about wraps up this game with a Coginchaug win, as expected, adding another point to their record and another loss for HK. That was quite a difference of score there. After the first quarter, though, it was pretty much set in stone for Coginchaug, so there wasn't much that HK could change about that, but they kept their spirits high and they kept playing until the end.
Yes, they did give it their all, and we did see a very good game between these two teams.
So we'd like to thank our in-part sponsor, Zippo 6, for helping out tonight's game. We'd also like to thank everyone who's watching and is here with us live. So thank you very much. Once again, I'm Connor Shute.
And I'm Victoria DeLuca.
And have a good night.